Hi Creative, in today's Photoshop tutorial, we're going to talk about layers and groups. This video is for people who want to learn more and also beginners. If this sounds like something you're interested in, then join me and let's get started. So before that, let's create a new project. So you hold Ctrl plus N to create a new project. Now you select a dimension of your choice. So I want to select 5 by 5 inches. Then you click on create. A canvas will open like this, and this is where we are going to talk about the layers. Now, to locate layers, you come to your right hand side. I have intentionally arranged my workspace like this. This is how I like it. I made a video on how you can arrange your workspace too, so you can just check it out. So this is the layers. This is where the layers will be. Now, one thing you need to know is that everything on the canvas has its own layer here. So everything here is having a corresponding layer here. For instance, if I draw this rounded rectangle over here like this, it will automatically have a layer here. So this is the layer for the rounded rectangle. That's it. And same applies to this. If I enter a text here like this, it will also, let me change the color. Okay. If I enter a text here like this, it will also have its layer here. So every thing on the canvas here is having a corresponding layer here. That's what you need to know. And another thing is the top layer is also the top thing on the canvas. This is what I mean. So if I change this color, let me change the color of this one to, let me say, black for easy identification. So because the highest is on top of the rounded rectangle when it comes to the layer panel, that is why I can move it on top like this. So if I move the highest below the rounded rectangle like this until I see the blue horizontal line, I leave it. Now the highest will go behind the rounded rectangle. So that's how it is being arranged like that. So if I bring it back like this, the highest will come in front of the rounded rectangle. That's also another thing you need to know about the layers. And also, you can rename any layer you are working with. So this rounded rectangle 1, that's the default name Photoshop gave to my rectangle. Assuming I want to rename it, I just click on it. I'll double click on it and give it a name. I'll double click on the name and give it the name I want. So maybe I want to name it rec like this. Then hit on enter. So any layer in the layer panel can also be renamed. That's also another thing you need to know about layer. The next thing is layer visibility. Now, let me add something. So I want to draw a circle like this. So you see the circle is also having its own layer. So if I want to deactivate the circle, I need to deactivate the layer. So I'll click on the eye symbol like this, and the circle is, although it's there, but I have deactivated it. So if I click on the eye back, I will activate. So this one is the visibility. Same applies to the rectangle. If I deactivate the rectangle, you can see the rectangle is gone from the canvas. If I activate it, it is back. That is also the layer visibility. If you want to select something and other thing is interfering, you can lock one of them. So a layer can also be locked. So I want to lock this circle here. I'll select that layer, then click on the lock like this, and it is locked. So after locking it, anything I do, it still work, but the one that is locked cannot move. I can't work on the one that is locked. So in case it is interfering something you are doing, you can lock it, and later on you click on it like this. Then you come and unlock it once again. Then now you can move and do anything to it. That is it for that one too. Now note that after selecting a layer, everything you do on the canvas or everything you do on the layer affects the selected canvas that corresponds with the layer. So I have this rounded rectangle here. I have selected this layer. Anything I will do will affect the selected one. So assuming I want to change the color of it, I'll double click on this small box here. Now the color panel will open for me. Let me select the hue. So I'm changing it to, let me say, blue. It is only affecting this one because it is this one's layer that has been selected. So that I'll click on OK. So anything you do affect a selected layer that corresponds to the thing on the Canva. You need to take note of that one too. And also, we can link layers and also group layers. This is what I mean. Assuming you want to control multiple layers as one, I want to move the rectangle and the circle at the same time. It's fine. I can select the layer of the circle, hold Control and select the layer of the rectangle. So here I will have multiple selection. The layer of the circle and the layer of the rectangle has been selected. Now after moving it, yes, it works. But sometimes mistakenly you can select and one might not select. So you think you're moving both of them, but before you realize you've moved only one. So in order to avoid that, you select one, you hold Control, select the other one, then link them. Linking them means you are joining them so that you can move both of them together. And this is where you can do that. You click on the link layers like this, and you have these signs here showing that you have linked this layer. Now, if you select one, anything you do will affect, especially movement. If you move them, though you selected one, but it will affect the other one too because they have been linked. And the final one is grouping of layers. You see, as you work on complex projects, you will have numerous layers over here. The layers will become very plenty. And sometimes, in order for you to identify some layers very easily, you need to group them. For instance, I can group my layers to shapes, tests, yes, so that if I want to work on a particular test, I'll just go and open the test group. If I want to work on a shape, I'll go and open the shape group. Anyhow you want to group them, that's also your side. So in grouping a layer, let's unlink this one first. So you click and you click on this one. You come back to where you used to link it. You click on it and it will be unlinked. You see the symbol is no more. Now I want to group this LX1 and rec. So I will select them, click on one, hold Control, click on the other one. You hold Control, click on all those stuffs you want to select or you want to group. Then you press Control plus G, and you can see that you're having group one. As the layer was been able to rename, same applies to the group. You can double click to maybe rename it. So I'll call it shape. Then you hit on enter. Now in this group, you can see I'm having a chevron here. When I click on this chevron, any layer or anything inside the group will be shown here. And if I click on it back like that, it will go back. This is also a way of simplifying your layers in order not to make the thing look so plenty for you. So if I want to work on shape, I'll just come and open the shape layer, a shape group. Now work on shape. If I want to work on test, I can also go and open the test group based on how you create the group. As the layers were able to be logged, same applies to the group. Anything you are able to do to the layer, you can also do to the group. Just that if you want to work on individual stuffs, unless you open the group first. So as we renamed, we can also lock it like this, as we did to the layers, to the individual layers. Then we can unlock it. So that's it for layers. This basically for beginners who are now coming. Actually, we've created the WhatsApp graphic designing group. And if you're interested in joining, we learn Photoshop. After that, we learn graphic design itself. You know, knowing Photoshop doesn't make you a qualified graphic designer. You can know Photoshop and you don't even know how to generate design concepts. So we are now with the beginners. As time goes on, we will move ahead. We will create our own projects and learn from that. If you want to join the WhatsApp group, let me hear from you at the comment section and we'll take it from there. Don't forget to like, share, and follow so that you and I can improve our tech knowledge together. As usual, my name is Kwesi Highest.